Alright, fellas and fellas, today we're working on this thrown away abandoned Hare 5000 BTU. Quite crusty. I have figured out the problem and I will be ordering parts to fix it. All it needed is a capacitor and a power switch, because this one has the fan switch and the power on and off switch, and then a rotary for the thermostat. And the power on switch was pretty gone, and because everything's so rusty, I've done hit these with some PB Blaster. I've kind of already started here, but there is plenty of carnage to come, believe me. Y'all haven't missed much. Let me show you guys how dirty this thing was. Look at that. That is just abysmal. Terrible. The evaporator is absolutely plugged full. So they make these Hares to where they come apart pretty easy. Set this over here. And now we can see on into the carnage. Ugh. Disgusting. Look at that. Just terrible. Let's see. Bearings are a little wore out on this motor, but overall not terrible. Usually when I have the light pointed down like this, if the coil's alright enough, I'll see some flashlight about a quarter of the way down. I am not seeing that here. So this thing is pretty badly, I mean, look at that. Just terrible. Nothing short of terrible. Hush, girl. But they do make these things incredibly easy to take apart and service, surprisingly. Even though this is kind of the start of the throwaway era, in my opinion. They made these things so cheap to where it really didn't make sense to try and repair them. But, you know, I kind of, personally, I refuse to adapt that ideology. Because currently what's cooling my bedroom is a 1996 Hampton Bay. What's cooling my parents' bedroom is a 1995 Fetters. And I have a 2005 Hare that's still a R22 unit that's going to go in my game room eventually. But I wanted to start with this one first just because fresh guy on the block and it's extremely dirty. So we're going to go ahead. The fan doesn't spin very quickly. Oh my gosh, it's plugged full of crap too. That's part of the reason. It's got a pretty bad vibration to it. Man, that thing is just, I'm talking about every single one of them is packed full. It's very quiet, and it still somehow moved quite a good bit of air. Alright, so we've skipped some things. I've done cleaned the unit completely and put it back together, minus the top and the sides. And we have currently the power switch bypass because the switch was bad. Quite apparent. But since it's always on, you know, that means the fan's still running. So we're going to go ahead and kick this unit on. Getting cold air. Much nicer in there than it was before, for sure. I'm gonna let it sit here and run, and build some condensate, and see how it does with my temperature probe. And if it's good enough, then I'll sell it. So what's cool about this thing now that it isn't packed full of stuff, I've still got a little bit of a vibration to it, just a touch, but I can actually hear a difference between fan speeds now. And it seems like it blows quite a lot better. And we're actually moving some air out of the back, which it was not doing that before. I'm gonna go get my temperature probe. Let's see what this thing's blowing. So I couldn't find my temperature probe, but I did use a old-fashioned thermometer, and I left it in there for a while, and it's blowing probably about 28 degrees under ambient air temp. So ambient today is 89 right now with crazy humidity, and this thing was blowing about 62, 58, depending on which one I put it in. I could get a more accurate reading if I had an actual temperature probe, but for what I got, I mean, obviously it's working and pretty good. So just as soon as I find that switch, it'll live to die another day. So I have went to the store and bought a switch, and it's been running for about 2 hours now, and I'm talking about it's putting out wonderful cold air. I mean, it's nighttime now, so it's only in the high 70s, but I mean, it is cold in this room, so it's been doing good for quite a while now. I guess it's good because it's moving great amounts of air and cooling down, so I think we got a winner. Here it is with the new switch installed. I know it's kind of whack because it's black and red. It's supposed to light up and doesn't, but you know, can't have everything.